Hey guys, how's it going? How's your beautiful day going on this beautiful Sunday afternoon? Well, shit, I forget it. It's Monday for you guys. Today we have a reaction video. We are reacting to, the name of the video is How Does Body Image Affect These 100 Women? But the original title of the video was 100 Women Decide Who Has the Best Body. Let's get into it.
A lot of us wonder how others perceive our bodies, and we're constantly comparing ourselves and our body types. Today we're asking 100 women to decide which person here has the best body. Every single person here submitted a full body photo for our online community to rank. Only one woman was voted best body. Let's see if they can find the one. For this round, the people who believe they ranked in the bottom 10 must exit. When you do leave, please exit by pressing the counter and stepping aside. Your time starts now.
I honestly wish that society...
She specifically said that if you think that you aren't the one, like okay, I'm sorry, I'm looking at the monitor and not the camera. She said, if you think you aren't the one, leave. And keep in mind, they said that this was each submitted a picture to an anonymous crowd of people online. This is not about body positivity at this point. You already know. There's a big issue with the fact that this is a online community of probably hundreds of thousands to possibly millions of probably not millions, but hundreds of thousands of people that are voting on what they think is the best body. This has nothing to do with body positivity whatsoever. Your own personal body positivity doesn't matter here. It matters about this online community. Are they going to think that you have the best body? If you have to start out by arguing your point on why you need to stay in the circle, then you just leave. And no offense to them, okay? Be positive in your body, right? Be positive. And honestly, body positivity, the movement's a little stupid because you shouldn't be endorsing the fact that you're getting bigger or endorsing the fact that you're big. Body positivity should be the endorsement that you're making yourself better and making sure that you're healthy and all that stuff. Body positivity isn't, oh yeah, I get to be big. I get to be happy and stay big. Like I'm unhealthy. No, it's body positivity is just about being healthy, being okay with how you look and making sure that you are physically healthy. I am sorry, but come on. You can tell she doesn't have hair either. If you have to start off by defending yourself, then leave.
Doing of like body types, did it change back from like the Renaissance era? My body shape is so like goddess shape. Like somebody will want me to pose for them.
Yes. Okay, women, why do y'all lie? Why are y'all such glazers? Why else you guys are such like unwarranted glazers? Okay, I'm not saying she's ugly. Let's be honest here, okay? She's not my type whatsoever. But like, I'm not saying like, oh, she's ugly. Like, oh, ew, disgusting. Shut up. No. But for the purpose of this video, yes. Let's be real here. Let's just take a step back and be real here.
I did feel confident going in. The reason as to why is because I do have a more sought after body type. I have worked for my body, but however, I will not deny the fact that genetics are heavily involved. Also, when it comes to the society ranking us, I've had a lot of comments saying that people would buy my body or people do buy my body.
See, at least she's self-aware. But I mean, she already has a nice body. So like, that doesn't matter. At least she's self-aware, or at least she's aware of like this, of the society, of the group of people that they're going up against.
So when it comes to that specific thing, I felt very confident.
Like, I don't know that I necessarily feel so confident, like, oh, I have the best body, but I do know, like, objectively, do I get attention? Like, I know I do, so there's, like, a certain, like, objective to, like, what I think. I don't know.
I'm Jennifer.
Sorry, I don't have anything to say. This freaking camera's pissing me off. Stay focused, please, for a whole video.
Can you look at me, just the camera that's right next to me?
Where, what? This one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hi, I'm Jennifer. When I first got here and I saw that I was pretty much the oldest one here, I felt really out of place. Not necessarily.
I saw that you just left. Do you want to kind of explain why or share anything about that?
I've had
God damn, the whole room. She pressed herself out, and the whole room just.
tumultuous relationship with my body. I thought I could do this category, but the moment before we started filming, like I started shaking, and I realized I was just like, I don't really know what.
Do y'all realize the point of this? It's a poll based on their online community. It's not based on your own personal feeling about yourself.
Although it's very tempting to want to give in to this and open this envelope, because that's something I'm so used to do, is comparing myself to others, I am going to make the active decision to not look at it because I don't think it'll do me any good today.
Boring. I'm kidding. Do your thing.
Open this. Oh my God.
I think I look great, and I'm so thankful for what my body can do, which has really helped me.
I said this before. If you are pleading your case on the first one, okay, self-aware. I'm not saying their bodies are bad. Calm down.
Practice body positivity. Like, I'm mobile and standing here. I can walk, I can hike, I can swim.
Yeah.
So grateful for it, but I know
Nobody cares. You see what it says on the bottom? It says, but I know society. She's about to say, but I know society doesn't, like my body as much. Okay, well, if you know that, that was kind of mean, but I mean, realistically, that's not what this video is about.
society doesn't view me that way. They view me as like, oh, put down the burger and go to the gym. And it's like, you don't know what I'm doing in my personal life.
Yeah.
I'm not going to comment on that.
Sam, I saw that you just left. Can you tell us why you did?
Yeah, so I don't necessarily feel like I fit into the standard of beauty that people might perceive as like attractive.
Nobody's saying that they're bad looking. Okay? I'm not saying any of these bodies are bad looking. I'm not saying, oh, I would never. That's disgusting. I'm not saying that. I'm saying, based on society and the point of this video, be real with yourself. Pleading your case in the first 10 seconds of the video, there's your answer.
When I was growing up, I had very poor self-image, and in high school, I actually used to keep a mental list of people around me, of their attractiveness and how I rated on that scale, and I always rated myself super low, and I noted that it was extremely detrimental to my physical and mental health, and I felt like I've gotten really good about, if something starts to trigger you, you need to walk away. So I felt inclined to step back so that I could let everyone else have, the stage to, rank themselves.
My modeling agency, first, my curves. I have curves, so I have to be a curve model. I have to be more plus size. Some agencies want me to gain more weight because they're saying I want your curves to show more.
Yeah.
And if I were to do the exact opposite, lose, no matter what, because I have a chest and an ass, I could never be what's considered a normal model.
Yeah,
It will never be done. It's either curve or normal.
Having to be an acceptance as you get older, because it's not, I was talking to the girls, it's not just how big you are. It's I look in the mirror and I'm like, holy there's wrinkles there, or my arms, and
I feel like relatively this Jennifer girl is still gonna rank pretty high.
it's just and how men perceive me. And so it's more like that. And my ex had said to me at one point, it doesn't matter what you look like anymore at your age. And that's crazy. Wow. And I don't know if he meant it good, but there was too many other things that just still.
I almost think that makes sense. It at a certain age, it almost doesn't matter what you look like. At a certain age, when it comes to date, I mean, I'm 19 years old. Well, I'm 20. I'm 20 in a couple days. But either way, it when you get older, it seems like when you see older couples, it doesn't really matter about your thought of each other. It doesn't matter about looks. It's about what you think about the person and the intellectual value you find in said person. Obviously, attractiveness means a lot, but attractiveness means way more to someone that's my age, that's 20 or through probably their 40s or 50 or close to their 50s. That's when looks actually matter in the dating world. Once you get over to the higher 50s or the You know, that's where it's like, yeah, you look great, but what kind of intellectual value do you give to a relationship? That's kind of how that's kind of a valid thing to say. I don't disagree with that.
Going in the store now, single, and when I was younger, men actually looked at me. Now I'm invisible. I didn't realize how much I used to get hit on, or I used to get looked at, or just, you know, attention and almost that validation. And it just has like altogether stopped. And like I'm putting myself out there and which is great, but it's just, you know, or even the last 2 years, because I've gained weight with menopause. And when I see people who haven't seen me, they're used to my old body. And the look of disappointment or the look of surprise when I see people is just,
That's gotta suck for sure. I don't even have anything to say about that. That's gotta suck. I mean, you can't stay looking 20 forever.
Welcome to round 2. In this round, we're asking you to leave if you believe your body is in the bottom 50. So that means 40 people need to leave. You guys have 5 minutes to leave the group.
I feel like I have been.
I'm not trying to be a dick. I'm not trying to be a misogynistic asshole who's just objectifying women. But if we're being real, come on, man. The top 50. Okay, I understand if you maybe don't think you're bottom 10, but the real factor of it is when you look at the first 10 people that left, they all had the general idea that like I might not be bottom 10, but I also know that I don't fit the demographic, so I'm probably gonna leave. This is the top 50. This is, 40 people need to leave. These two need to have been gone. I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm being for real with everything when I say. I am not saying these are ugly women. I'm not saying they're ugly. I'm not saying they can't have body positivity in their own bodies, whether they're healthy or, well, hopefully they're healthy at least, but whatever. You have to know at some point that you don't fit into a certain demographic. Of all the women I've seen, Missal or Wissal, whatever her name is, I would say she's top 5. I mean, I would say top 5.
Like, especially when it comes to like my content creation, I've been hurt very deeply because I thought I was putting out content that people would aspire to be, and then all I got was men just being like so dirty, and it's like I didn't expect that, and now I'm
This is gonna be a controversial thing to say. Well, I don't even know if it's controversial. As a woman, if you decide to be a content creator and you know you're attractive, and she already said, okay, so her name is Wissal, and she already said that she knows she has a good body for a male demographic, right? How is that not expected? For you to get a large male audience. Not that I'm saying you were looking for it. I'm not saying it wasn't like, oh, I was aiming for the male demographic. I'm not saying that you were doing that, because maybe you weren't. I don't 100% believe it, for one, because a lot of the money in content creation comes from very attractive women being able to prey on gross men. You had to have known that with an attractive figure that men would follow. Like, there's no way that if you decided to be a content creator in the way that you decided to be one, with the way that you look, you weren't going to attract a lot of men. There's no way you started it and were like, oh, I'm going to be an all woman audience, or mostly woman audience, or maybe gay men audience. That's not something that I really believe you actually thought. You had to have known that men, as gross as we are, we're going to come sniffing. You know what I mean? I mean, that's, as a woman, you have, if you're going into content creation and you know you're attractive, you had to have some idea of it. Maybe you didn't think it was going to happen to the scale it might have happened to, but you had to have the idea that was going to happen.
I think I've grown so much more confident in how I look at my body now, which is why I was able to be confident in the fact that I'm at least top 10. I've struggled for a long time.
It's a fair assumption.
My weight and how I look, and
I wouldn't disagree,
and whether my proportions are correct.
From everybody I've seen, I wouldn't disagree. I don't really know, because I really haven't seen much, but
my main thing about just having a bigger body, it's really that I'm always going to be negatively perceived. Because like growing up,
guys, I need water. I need a drink of water, because I'd like to reiterate the fact real quick. Well, no, I'm not going to reiterate it. What I'm going to ask is, what is the goal of this video? What is the goal, right? The goal is for you guys to decide what woman has the most attractive body. But based on not what you guys think is the most attractive body, what the world thinks is the most attractive body. That's what you guys are deciphering between. So if that's your thought process and you know that, then why are you still in the freaking this is not about body positivity. Be positive in your body. Cool. You're happy with how you look. Whether that's healthy or not, you are happy with how you look. That's no one's saying that you're not happy with yourself. We are saying that the world doesn't see you that way. That's nobody's fault but your own, for one, and for two, stop pleading your case like you're gonna be able to stay. Like, no. Hightail it. And again, I'm not trying to objectify, and I'm a man making this video, so it's kind of hard, but like, I've seen better bodies leave already. That's all. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think I have a pretty good sense of self-awareness, and I know that
maybe I'm yelling. Maybe I'm like saying shit too quick, and they were just talking first and then deciding who's leaving. If that was the case, then I apologize.
Not necessarily what society deems as beautiful or has an ideal body type. I don't think that's a reflection of me though and how I view myself. So if
that's fine. That's fine. To have that mentality is fine.
Matter of who's the most confident in their body type, I would have stayed all the way to the end, but it's about how other people perceive us. And I just know realistically that there's obviously trolls online and people in America just have a different viewpoint of plus size women. So I decided to leave pretty early on.
See, but that's the thing. She said she's confident in her body. So if she really is, then this isn't going to do shit for her whatsoever. It's not going to hurt her confidence at all. But this could really hurt someone's confidence if they choose to look at it. And they're like, oh, I'm probably close to the top 50. I'm not top 50, but I'm close to the top 50. And then they realize they're 100. Okay.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I think I submitted a bikini photo, so I knew I was showing everything that I have. It's what I expect. It's, society.
See, she's not happy about it. You can tell she's not happy about it. Like, as much as she said she was confident in like her placing and stuff, I think she was like, I think I know I'm gonna be around this area, but I'm hoping when I open this, it's higher than or lower than I thought. And you could tell she's not happy about it.
Standards, and I'm not most people's ideal body type, and I think that's fine.
You can see it in her face. This sucks. This sucks. If it were me, I know I don't have a very great body. According to, like, if we did the same thing for men, I know I personally don't have an amazing body. Particularly, I don't go to the gym. I have smaller arms. I'm not muscly. I have a lot of acne on my chest and back. I'm 6'5" though, but besides that, I really don't think I have that crazy of I don't have a attractive body to most people. But if I went into this, I would think I was probably around like 50. If I opened it and saw it was around 89 or like 90, man, that would hurt. That would hurt my feelings. No matter what I look like and no matter what I feel about myself. If I thought I was at a certain spot and then I was like 30 spots smaller, ooh, that would hurt. And you can tell she thought she might be a little bit higher because she looks a little sad.
Oh, Jesus. It's gonna be all these views and I'm crying. My mama gonna get me. I really thought I could have this conversation with y'all. Cause I'm really a confident person to my definition. I go out in the world confident, knowing that I'm a child of God and I love people. But my relationship with my body is tainted. And I'm a dancer, and I express that.
That is the thing that sucks, though. The perception of women's body in the grand scheme of things sucks donkey dick, because you're supposed to. There's so many, like, you're supposed to look a certain way all the time, and she doesn't have a bad body whatsoever. That's what sucks. Is it like? Women 99% of the time, to not get clowned about their body from other people, have to almost look perfect. Otherwise, men, as terrible of people we are, seem to find the imperfections in everything. A man will find an attractive woman and find the smallest imperfection to make sure that they don't look as attractive. For example, a Sydney Sweeney, just straight up, Sydney Sweeney, okay? Very, very attractive actor right now. But what men have started to do, I've seen it on TikTok and everything, is they're like, oh, her face isn't even that good. Men will find the smallest imperfection in a woman's body and be like, she's not as attractive. Like, they'll immediately take them down. The smallest of imperfections. And I don't even know what imperfection makes a guy say that Sydney Sweeney's face is not attractive, because I don't understand that personally. But that's the thing that sucks about this whole thing. Like, that's the thing that sucks. That's why this video is so important, is so viral. Because, like, sincerely, it's really hard to be attractive as a woman. Not really hard to be attractive, because men will do anything. But to be societal, well, maybe socially. Is that the right word? Because I don't think societally is not a word, right? So socially, it's really hard to have a positive body image, because socially you have to be essentially perfect.
When, like, through movements and somatic exercises that I love to move, but I am a victim of assault and rape, and I have more of a relationship with my soul than I do with my body. So to stand here and y'all are like, girl, my boobs are this and my butt is this, I don't know. I really have no clue. Like, I'm in the mirror, but I'm not really in the mirror. So I just admire all of y'all for being able to acknowledge your beauty, because I know it's here, because y'all see it. But the acknowledgement comes from the internal. So
I'm wondering if they told them before they came. Well, they had to, because they said that they had to send a picture in of themselves. Because I was going to say, like, I wonder if they told them before they came in here what they were here for. You know? Because I don't know. Because the only reason I'm thinking that is, like, based on how she's expressing her emotion, it almost feels like I don't know why you would agree to come on this show if this is how you felt. If you knew what this was about and this is your reaction to it, why did you decide to come on the show in the first place?
Okay, well, I'm going to open it because I think that, why not? I'd be wondering forever, right? So what? It's 75. So I was
That's
ranked
way lower than I
75th. So I
thought.
wasn't in the bottom 10. Okay, well, that's nice.
That's not
I
bad.
feel like if I would have highlighted my
Makes sense,
boobs
but
or like done something like that, or maybe it would have been different, but I really didn't want to do that because I feel like nowadays that's all I get attention for.
And we still need 8 people to leave.
come on. You just want to be involved. Okay, this is to a point where I think that this lady might just want like screen time. I legitimately think she might just want screen time. I'm not trying to be a dick. Have confidence in yourself all you want, but this is the societal perception of you. And you already said that you thought that people perceive big girls as there's a negative connotation to bigger girls, and you already said that.
Those are the facts.
Like, this is so awkward. How do you decide this now?
8 people.
Because I don't see a single person here in this frame. I don't really see a single girl here who needs to leave. Like, I don't see a single one. I've seen one girl who needs to leave. The rest of them,
You gotta get out. I wouldn't be doing this, so. 5 more.
no. Ain't no way. This girl is leaving, and I'm gonna stop, man. Because I mean, I don't want to be a dick. Come. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way she's leaving. I'm not even trying to ogle over somebody, but a little bit, because the societal perception of a woman, she is a top 10 prospect. I'm talking about her like she's an NFL. Oh, wow. That's how bad it is. I'm not even trying to be like that, but this is based on society, man. All I'm going to say, offensive linemen get drafted later than skill positions. Even okay, this makes sense, but come on. turn around and press the button. And I know that the girls are also looking at her like,
unless you believe you have one of the top 10 best bodies.
okay, there is no chance. If she stays in to the top 10.
So, another 40 people have to leave. Your time starts now.
I feel like everyone was like, well, I'm like thin. I'm like, okay, realistically, in 1,000 strangers voting, they probably want like the curvier girl, I think.
That's the problem. That's what I explained earlier in the video. That's the problem. You can't be too skinny. As a woman, you can't be too skinny, but you can't be too big. It's like it's a medium. It's a medium where you have bigger extremities, but you're still skinnier. That's society. That's what's going to be the number one person, is someone who has bigger extremities but is still skinny. If you have bigger extremities but you're still big, then I don't know, man. I'm just saying. I just have beef with this girl, man. I don't have beef with anybody else except for this woman. There's a level of ignorance where you're forcing people out of the circle who feel not only more positive about their body, but they look better. You're forcing them out of the circle because you are so self-centered in your own self that you don't want to pay attention to the fact that you probably shouldn't be in the circle anymore.
With a small waist, but skinny, but thick.
Yeah. Okay, I actually want to say that I love that we're all melanated and we're all different shades, and it's all beautiful.
I'm trying to feel better about myself and like gain.
Why do we have to make this about race all of a sudden? I mean, I feel like that was unneeded, you know?
Strength and just not compare myself to others, because I feel like a lot of us have even said it. It's just like we don't feel confident because we don't think someone else is going to vote for us, and it's like, well, you should think that you're just vote for yourself.
So how's everyone feeling? Is anyone decided if they're going to leave this round?
I'm gonna leave. I have decided. And I've decided only because I am still finding that love again that I had for my thick and curvy body. And I think definitely I need to get back to that, because that's when I was my happy.
Okay, so she doesn't understand the point of the video. I think that has to be it. Based on that response, she doesn't understand the point of the video. I think she thinks this is like who feels like they're the most confident about their body. That's not what it is. And based on that response, that kind of seems like what she's saying. This has nothing to do with how confident you feel in your body. I feel confident as shit in my body. I've never been more confident in my body than I am right now. And I still have some ways to go. I still know that socially, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is there. Socially, if there's 100 women standing in front of me, or if there's 100 men and there's one woman picking between, I'm either middle or closer to the end of the pack. I know that, but I'm confident in who I am and what I look like. So I don't really give a shit if this guy's body is 10 times better than mine. I don't care if he has abs and pecs and all this. I don't care. I know I keep trying to say socially, that I'm going to be closer to the end, probably.
Okay, guys, it looks like time's running out, so people need to start to leave.
They're hugging like, oh, I'll see you later. Like, bro, you're walking 5 seconds. You're walking 5 feet away. You're literally just walking back here. You'll see them in 10 seconds. What are we hugging for?
The people who were leaving didn't all look the same, so then I started to question myself a bit. I'm not gonna lie, I got bullied into staying at some point, because everyone around me was like so encouraging, like, you can't leave. I got straight up told, like, you can't leave, you better stay. And I was like, you know what, you're right. Like, I know I have a great body. I should be confident in it.
Sorry, guys, we still need 11 people to leave. Time is running out. Great. Thank you. I think 9 more people have to go.
She might. Those two might be actual models. They look like very model bodies. Model bodies. That's very satisfying to say.
One more person. I'd leave if I could.
One more
There
person.
wasn't really a point where I thought I should leave the game today because of the fact that society does want to have a similar body type of mine, and I am very self-aware in that. So I did feel comfortable and confident to be there until the top 10.
Okay, now we're down to our final 10. Somehow we did it. All right, everyone, we have made it to the final 10, but I just want to say that I'm really impressed with everyone's bravery and that you all are so beautiful. So thank you for participating in this. You guys are the 10 that believe you have the best bodies in the entire room, but we do have to narrow it down to just one person. So one by one, let's go around the group and discuss who you would like to nominate to be the one.
I would say that as of right now, I would vote Wasal.
I think Wasal's gonna win. They've had her a lot in the cutscenes without her being eliminated. So I think that's why she's gonna be I think they're leading up to telling that's number one. Plus, I mean, it would make sense.
I just know that America, they like curvy, they like the slim. You have both of that, so.
I feel like no body type is ever right, but if I was to go off of who people would vote online, I would say Wasal as well.
Thank you. I think currently what is, trendy is kind of a slim, thick body.
So much explanation. Just say Wasal or Rebecca or Michaela. I'm guessing that's what her name is.
Type, so I would say Sandisiwe.
As
That's a sick ass name, Sandisiwe? Bro, if she was my friend, I don't think I could ever stop saying that name. I think at the beginning of every sentence that I ever talked to her, I'd be like, hey, Sandisiwe. Sandisiwe, can you get me some water? Sandisiwe. She'd probably get annoyed and punch me in the face, but that's a cool name. I'm just saying.
African-American woman, it is known to be curvier and it is kind of more on trend these days. So I'm gonna say Sandy.
Yeah, I agree with what everybody's saying. I think I would go with Sandisiwe just because she has the perfect body type. So.
You guys are gonna make me cry. I mean, I don't.
I would say it's especially for the fact that they've showed a lot of Sandisiwe and a lot of Wasal. It's gonna be either one of them.
Really know much about American body standards.
I mean, I guess I'm saying this after they've all voted, so I'm kind of just bandwagoning at this point. But
I didn't grow up in America. What I've learned over time is that American body standards are constantly changing. It's whatever.
If it were Alex or if it were, well, she doesn't have a nameplate. Well, I mean, she does, but I can't see it. But the girl next to her, or what was the other girl's name? Jessica. I don't remember their names. But if it was if it was going to be any one of the other girls, there would have been a lot of more interview clips of them. I haven't even seen this Alex girl the whole video.
Thing, which is also why I think, girl, I don't know your name. Wasal.
Thank you.
Yeah, Wasal. Yeah, you got it.
I'm trying to look at it as just what is never leaving, what is always in, and what is always going to be treasured or valued. And that is why I'm gonna pick Eb. I've never seen a body that is just so proportionate, so I pick you.
I would say it's Wasal.
Thank you.
I think.
Where did this lady come from? It's definitely not her. No, hold on. Okay, that's not because of her body, because of the fact that I haven't seen her once until now. The Jubilee would have made a point to put this girl in the video.
She said Ebony has just a very timeless physique, but I think I just want to shout out every single girl here. They're all so beautiful. Everyone has fit the body standard at least at one point in their life and will continue to.
It looks like you guys have reached a consensus, and the person with the most votes is Wasal.
Makes sense.
So everyone else can leave the group, and it's time to find out if Wasal is the one. So how do you feel right now?
I feel good. I feel grateful. I feel appreciated. And it's a weird thing being here because in the most humble way, I could say it makes sense. But I also have seen multiple women here that have beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bodies that are also the standard to what society looks like. So that would also all make sense. But at the end of the day, I'm just happy to have a healthy body that moves and does what I need to do. And I'm just grateful.
All right, you guys have made your choice. It's time to find out if Wasal is the one. All right, Wasal, if the light turns green, you are the one. And if the light turns red, it means that somebody else in this group is the one. Let's change the light in 3, 2, 1.
It's gotta be Sindisiwe then. Watch it be the black lady. It's probably Sindisiwe.
If I look at it, do I have to show it? Okay.
She's gotta be 2 or 3 then. She's 100% top 5 at least. I'd say 2 or 3. But we also don't know what photos they submitted. Like, what photo did you submit? Like, if some girls submitted some, like, bikini photos, and, like, she submitted, like, what she's wearing right now, then that would take her grade down. Just societally. So, Jesus, I keep saying that word. I don't even think that's a word. Just socially, realistically, that would take her down. Not saying that she's less attractive. It depends on the photos that they submitted.
Lucky number 13.
What? Nah, that's 13. Whoa. What? So Sindisiwe might be number 1, but like, it has to be based on like the photos they submitted. She might have submitted a less like showy picture than some of the other people did, which is why they got higher on the list. I'm guessing. Because she seems like someone who doesn't like, she possibly doesn't show her body like other girls might, you know? But maybe she does. I don't know who this person is, but that's surprising. 13 is crazy.
I looked around and I saw a sea of beautiful women with beautiful bodies. So I'm grateful to be in the top. I'm grateful to be in any part of it. So
who was one?
Wasal, that means you are not the one. So let's find out who the one really is.
13 is insane.
Please step forward, Sindisiwe.
Okay, that makes sense. That does make sense.
So Sindisiwe, you were just named the one. How are you feeling right now? I see that you're kind of emotional.
Yeah, I mean, like a lot of people here, I have a weird relationship with my body. I grew up in South Africa, majority, like there's a lot of white people, and I went to a majority white school. I wasn't the standard there, so that impacted the way I looked at myself for a long time.
Hey, be positive in your body. My big thing is, as long as you're healthy, look however the fuck you want to look. Be confident in how you look. As long as you're healthy. Like, physically healthy. If you're physically healthy and all your vital signs are good, then who gives a fuck what you look like?
I never thought I had like a desirable body until I moved here. And when I moved to the US, I felt so much love from like Black women in the US. I stopped thinking about my thighs all the time. It used to be such a huge insecurity. I have an Audi, and I used to worry so much about like people being able to see my stomach. And it was like things like that where I started realizing some of like the things I didn't like about my body were just irrational.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for being here, and thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time on The One.
That'll put an end to this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked it, please leave a like. Please leave a comment and tell me what you think about the video. Tell me what you think about your views on this. And yeah, follow me on all my socials, my Instagrams, my TikToks. Follow me on everything. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.